I don't think we've met. In fact, I'm pretty sure we have not met. After all, you're just part of the simulation. A grand piece of the puzzle. Are you real? Or am I? There are many ways to interpret reality, or fantasy. Which is the more perceived reality? The one you can touch? Or the one that seems obviously fake? There are many things to consider, many others to theorize, but also many other points of interest. I say this, not to frighten, but to make more interesting the tale you are about to witness. Collapse. As many times as it takes.
How droll. What are the stakes this time?
Same as they ever were, same as they'll ever be.
You make it sound as if they have a choice, a will to seek out that which can't be true, or at least, as true as their own reality, limited though it may be, in their actions and words. But, if you all continue to insist that we repeat this droll and threadbare attempt to change your own past, at a cost you repeatedly pay, then who am I to stop you from continually throwing away your pointless and slightly annoying immortality?
I wouldn't call it pointless.
How so?
With each repetition, I grow closer to the right combination.
The combination?
Yes, the combination of events and moments which make up every single split second in the time-space continuum, that will make you less of what you perceive yourself to be.
While, yes, I do agree with you that you do grow closer, I think you might find the end result a bit more problematic than you first thought.
How many times have I gone through this maze of yours? How many times have I lived, experienced, and died at the various machinations you've thrown at me? Do you doubt that I grow closer with each trip?
I think you will find this trip more aggravatingly difficult than your previous. Goodbye, for now, Isa. May you forever repeat the past in a fruitless endeavor.
Through time and triumph, failure and death, repetition and rinse, cheers and applause, as well as jeers and personal failure, a fallen soul will change everything.
I'm Dipshot McDermott.
And I'm Gabrielle Retsu.
Tonight, we bring you live coverage of the park, with our new correspondent, Isa. Say hi, Isa.
Where am I? My thoughts exactly.
We seem to be having some technical difficulties while our new intern figures out why he's actually in the park.
He's being a bit unprofessional, don't you think? I could be out there right now, creating stories that could light up the world, but no, I'm stuck in this room with 12 dwarves and Snow White and 7 bitches.
Isa?
What if all we are is dust in the wind, or worse yet, already dead inside at the very thought of the immediate uneventfulness of our passing? Wouldn't it make more sense to try and capture the moment as it were, and not as it should be? Nor would I complain if the infinite solitude of an eternity of limbo were to be placed upon my shoulders. I can't say that I'd accept such a mundane fate. We simply can't absolve ourselves of the past we neglect. Rather, we must make strides towards a better tomorrow in the hopes that all our choices will eventually lead to a positive outcome. Are there moments in which we seek to be dismissive in the self-interest of being selfish to our own desires? Of course. But we can't let that stop the motion of time, or our own destinies. I sometimes see the path ahead of me, not as a straight line, but rather an ever-branching cascade of choices, each spreading out further choices before me, and further muddying the journey ahead of me. Rather than waxing philosophic about the varying nature of the infinite, I need to seek a path that will lead to the correct combination.
The combination? What could he mean?
Well, that certainly does sound like a deep and spirited combination, doesn't it, Dip? God damn it, Dip. Not again.
It is not without recourse that Isa has drawn Dip's attention. Maybe Dip is a form of the agent. Maybe he is an innocent bystander, who, upon being struck by such glorious curiosity, could not help but investigate the wonders of the combination for himself. But it is here that I must fade from your view, to change the perspective of the wondering infinite to that of our lone protagonist, and his strange companion that he has befriended with but a simple and straightforward conversation. The points I state are neither in the present, nor are they ones of the past. Maybe they point towards an uncertain future, born into the weighed-down spirits of the unlikely duo that must now seek out the answer of the combination, if there is one at all. For such a happy soul, the darkness of his inevitability will spread about him, as a moth to a flame, but neither flame, nor wing, shall catch fire, nor hinder this man's flight towards accursed, but granted infamy.
If not for a dark, unbound fate, I should expect a vacant and desperate man to come, wailing to me, in such a pitiful state that a merciful being such as I, granted with the permutative and pervasive influence that my gifts allow, can sunder this falling soul to the ground.
So, you see, the combination, the red combination of small moments in a very specific order are required for the agent to be permanently dissolved. You mean killed? In a way, yes. I can't say that after hearing your tale, that you've no right to your end goal, but to clarify, that which cannot outright be destroyed must first be understood, so that reach said goal can simply place a counterpoint against their own journey. I guess you're correct on that point. Perhaps a more direct approach would be a way to greater ascertain the breadth of the corruption the agent poses to myself. I wish to seek not my own demise, but an end to the cruel repetitiveness that the agent has forced upon my very being. Were it not for his ploys and sultry bag of traps, I would simply at this point in time, be at peace in my own eternal slumber. You like to talk a lot, don't you? Oh, but a slow and delightful day I see before my downtrodden mind, thoughts but slow to a crawl by the mundane reality of such beneficent thoughts and prayers. True, but we must first act on intelligence. I watched the news yesterday, and to my surprise, Dip has spirited himself on, he said in the middle of a live broadcast, no doubt to fetch his own ideas of the combination. It is within this context that I seek to stymie his progress into the unknown and possibly harmful folly that he pursues. Mayhaps we could talk to his co-anchor, Gabrielle, in hopes of figuring out any possible connection with the agent. That would be the best course of action. I have a friend who lives downtown. She has some better understanding of the combination, one might state, better than even myself. You wish to derail this man?
Why would I not want to prevent my own passing?